Hey, what's up guys, 𝐻𝐤𝐤 here, and welcome to episode number 37 of Skilling to Glory. If you could start off by dropping a like on this video, would be greatly appreciated, because later today I will be uploading another episode of Skilling to Glory, so show your support on the first episode, would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, make sure to subscribe and do all that good stuff if you haven't already. So the first thing we're going to be doing in this episode, because I've got some cool stuff for you guys later on, is actually try to complete this Kunde objective from last week. Now, there were a couple of objectives we had to complete. One was score 4 goals with La Liga players, get some assists as well with defenders, get some assists with La Liga players, score 12 goals, and also win 10 games if I'm not mistaken. Now, I'm not going to be showing you guys all the games, because something happened in the first game, which you will see in a second. Mainly because of that reason, I won't be showing you guys all the games. But yeah, it was a player I was looking forward to try out. He has very good stats, 80 pace, 84 defending, 77 physical, and is of course a player which most likely will get an upgrade, because I think Sevilla actually put themselves through to the next round of the Champions League. So I think he's guaranteed in getting an upgrade. So the mode we had to play was the classic road to the final friendly mode, and this was the team I put together. I did buy 2 players to be exact. We have Frenkie de Jong and Ousmane Dembele. The Champions League version, because we needed to at least have 3 players in our club, and Carvajal was already a player. So I mostly went with, of course, La Liga players, which was the requirement. And then up top, we also have the loan version of Mbappe and Di Maria. Mainly use Mbappe just because he's an amazing player. I think anyway, one of the best players in the game. And yeah, I just love using him. It's an excuse for me to try him out once again. So this was the team I put together. Also decided to include Luka Modric, a player I've been using. Well, I wouldn't say I have been using for a long time, but I did use him heavily in, I think, especially FIFA 16 and 17, 15 maybe as well. But there were a few years where I used him heavily as like a CDM. So yeah, the first thing we did when we jumped to a game was to actually kick the ball forward to see if like anyone would maybe partner up in like helping each other, and that's what this guy actually did, which was really awesome to see. The reason why I actually decided to do that as well, I never usually am the type of player to do this kind of stuff, because we only had like a few hours left, and it was also on a Friday. I wanted to play some FUT champs, so yeah, I decided not to actually do this basically. But after I actually played this game, I noticed that I still had to play 15 games, because you need to get like an assist in each game. So it still took me a very long time to complete this objective, but it was nice to just play those games kind of, you know, in a more relaxing way, instead of being forced to go for an assist with a specific player or go with a goal with a specific player. So yeah, it was just nice to play the game out as well. We decided to just play normally after we both scored 12 goals. I think the reason why we took it to 12 was because you needed 12 goals with La Liga players. And I also scored 3 nest goals, I think, and also an assist with, I think, a defender, something you needed to do. So yeah, it was nice to complete those 3 main objectives in one game, basically. We got, I think, 3 packs from it as well. The first rare player pack, we got Lulic there. Every single time when I get an untradeable pack, I seem to get an untradeable as well. In the next pack, we got Trijorias there from Villarreal. Not the best player, but always nice to have like for a gold upgrade SBC or something. So yeah, we stored everything to the club right there. And then the final pack, we have a premium gold pack, in which we, I think, didn't get a board either. No, it's a left wing there from Ajax. We did get a 5-star skiller. Yeah, that's what I was on about. Of course, 5-star skiller from Ajax, David Neres, untradeable as well. Again, we already have him as a duplicate untradeable, so I had to quick sell him, unfortunately. But yeah, after that, played some more games. We managed to reach the 50 games played, which was also one of the objectives in the, I think, milestone section. And we got a pack from it as well, but we got an 83 rated Aranguiz from Bayer Leverkusen, including Perisic there from Inter. And after that, we played some more games, eventually reached the 15 games. And then you can see we completed Kounde there from Sevilla. Very nice looking center back. He's not the tallest, but yeah, so isn't Sergio Ramos, which I have used before. Really liked, but he kind of lacked pace. So yeah, looking forward to try out what Kounde was like. Then after that, we opened another pack as well, which actually came with the objective, and we got the man himself, 𝐷𝐼𝐻𝐼𝐻𝐼𝐻 𝐸𝐵𝐻𝐼𝐻, who has been in the news lately. Because of a certain thing that he's not aware of, like something that he is in the game or something, and that EA make money off his back. Really, that's what he tweeted, which is really weird because he's actually one of the players who got awarded as a player of the month, I think, at FIFA 17, meaning he stood there with like the actual item. You know, it's really weird. I'm not too sure what's all about. Some people are speculating that's maybe a hint towards a promo, but I can't really see that happening. But anyway, we move on forward. You can see in the background that we took a look at the Bellerin objective. And you also would have seen that we did the Lone Icon SBC, which I highly recommend, by the way, for friendlies. And after that, we did something big. And that was actually buy a player over 1 million coins, which is something I hinted towards a couple episodes ago. I was hinting towards Mbappe, but unfortunately I wasn't able to buy him. I was able to buy Neymar though, which was also a player I really wanted to test out. So I bought him, built this team around some of the untradables, like the back line, apart from the goalkeeper, are all untradables, so very solid defense. Then up front we have, of course, a bunch of skillers in Depay, Di Maria, Neymar, and also Ousmane Dembele. And yeah, also have some familiar faces back into the team, including Frenkie de Jong and Dembele, which we used plenty of times, and we also used for the Kunde objective. And yeah, the reason why I was able to buy Neymar was because I did sell on all my investments, and I sold them on as soon as the Icon SBCs actually got released. I'm not talking about the base Icon SBC. I'm talking about the Figo SBCs, Zanetti, and also Van der Sar. And looking back at it now, a week later, I probably should have waited. I could have made some more profit, but I decided to just sell them instantly because I wanted to buy like an expensive player before Weekend League started. This was all done on Friday night. I hadn't played my games up until that point. So yeah, I thought it was a good time to sell everything basically and buy Neymar. And yeah, this was obviously recorded before I bought Neymar. Still able to see like a bunch of coins in the top left. But eventually I would sell on more players, the ones that were listed as well, which didn't sell on at the time immediately. But yeah, I bought him overnight for a little bit more than 1 million. I think a day later or so, he already dropped to 990k. That's just something typical that always happens with me. But then he like did go up again slightly. So yeah, I'm not too sure if I made a mistake buying him, but I just really want to test him out, you know, in Weekend League. So yeah, we jumped into a game straight away. And one thing that I kind of forgot doing was actually set instructions. I didn't even press on my D-pad when I kicked off. I just didn't change a thing and just played this game. And we actually started off really well, scored a quick goal with Di Maria. Then we would end up going on a little runner with Neymar, picked the ball up there with Di Maria where he gets his second goal. And yeah, within a few minutes, we're already up 2-0. And then in the 11th minute here, we got a very good chance here as well with Neymar after some great skills. Lovely little combo there, the fake drag back, where we cut in with the Elastico, run through, and we make it 3-0. So after 12 minutes, we were 3-0 up with a formation I hadn't used yet this year. And also without setting any instruction basically. So yeah, it was maybe a sign that I should maybe try that more often. But anyway, in the 25th minute, my opponent got himself a chance and eventually a goal. And I decided to just show you guys the whole build up towards this goal, because this is just your typical FIFA 21 goal. A lot of bounces, a lot of times where you intercept the ball, try to sort of pass your way around your opponent, but you're unable to because you just pass the ball straight into his feet and eventually he scores. This was just one of those bullshit goals basically that tend to happen in FIFA 21. But yeah, from kickoff, we immediately went on the attack. Again, made good use there of Neymar. Took the shot there maybe a little bit too early. Good save there from his keeper. Then 38th minute, you can see 3 players being up front a lot, and that is something that I noticed with this formation, the 4-3-2-1, and something that I actually really liked. And you can see from this game as well, we were 4-1 up, that we just played very well, played very attacking. The fullbacks as well, which you can see up top, Mendy being there. We actually had them on balance, like I said. I didn't change anything. I didn't go on defensive or attacking to change like a different formation. But all the instructions on the players were just as they went, as you usually would pick a formation. So they were all on basic, I think. And that's actually something that worked out really nicely in my favor as well, as the fullbacks, being Mendy and Atal, were up front a lot, which sometimes would expose me, but it would really create big opportunities for me when attacking. So it's definitely something I will be taking a look at in the future when I'm like trying out a different formation. It's common to go on stay back whilst attacking with your fullbacks, but I might change that in the future. It actually played really nicely with this team. So we ended up winning this game 6-3, scored a really nice goal there as well with Di Maria, who I think got a hat-trick in this game. So yeah, great start to this weekend league. And into the next game we went 4-5-1 formation, having that road to the final Quincy Promes, which I also could have bought. But I decided to go with Neymar, as you do know. But also in this game, I completely forgot to change my instructions. I even said it on stream that I wanted to change the instructions. But yeah, we started off really well again. Scored a beautiful goal there with Dembele. I'm not too sure if it was a penalty or not, which we did there with the setup touch. But yeah, we would end up creating more chances as well in this match, again with just the default formation. We did get a penna here though with Neymar, penna on Varane. Unfortunately, we got tackled down as well, meaning we got a penalty. And you know my situation with penalties. I tend to miss a lot of them when I need to score them. And I saw a comment saying that I should keep track of like the penalties that I miss during weekend league, which I'll do for this weekend. So yeah, keep an eye out for that as well. It will most likely pop up on the screen where we miss one, which is something that will definitely happen. But yeah, luckily we did convert that one. Then from kickoff, we saw a lot of pressure on my opponent, managed to intercept the ball back immediately, and we scored once again with Neymar. Beautiful finish, ball roll sombrero, and yeah, we made our opponent rage quit in our second game. And you can see as well from the stats, they were completely for us, and yeah, we completely dominated. So after the second game, I didn't forget to actually change my instructions or change my tactics. You can see that I actually decided to change the ultra defensive one to the 4-3-2-1 formation, because I still want to use that formation. So I changed every single tactic to the one I usually would use. And the only change I did, like the big change, was put Depay in the middle, have him on stay forward, and then have Frenkie de Jong as well as Marcos Llorente on stay back whilst attacking, because I thought it would probably expose me a little bit too much, especially if I have my fullbacks on balanced attacking. That's what I noticed with those first two games. So I thought it would be maybe a little bit better to as well have Memphis in the middle and have him on stay forward. After that, I adjusted the positions of the 4-3-3 attack formation a little. Have Neymar striker, Dembele left wing, Depay cam instead of the usual striker spot I play him in. And then do the same thing for the 4-2-2 formation, where we do play Neymar and Depay up front, with then Ousmane Dembele on the left, Di Maria on the right, so we're able to cut in on their strong foot, and then have Frenkie de Jong and Llorente as the CDMs, and of course Mendy on the left, Atal on the right, both with 5-star weak foot, which is really nice as well. Then after that, we went into, I think, the final game of this episode, the third one in Weekend League, where we come up against a nice looking side. A little bit of a La Liga mix and also some Premier League stuff. And yet Bruno Fernandes, which is a player I have had some big problems with whenever I played against him. So yeah, it was definitely something I wasn't looking forward to in this game. But the first thing that happened in this game was me trying to do a cutback. And I don't know what Dembele did there. He sort of did the moonwalk backwards. It's a really dumb animation, which has been in the game for a while as well, which I would love to see EA get rid of. But it just doesn't really seem to realize them that it's a really annoying kind of bug, because Dembele could have easily taken a shot there immediately. I know I went for a Rabona shot there, which maybe would have cost that sort of weird dribble backwards, but I'm pretty sure that is not the reason, because I've scored Rabona shots before where I basically cut it back to someone who was just standing on a penalty spot, basically. But anyway, in this game, we would end up being 1-0 up. Unfortunately, my opponent did score himself a goal there with Bruno Fernandes, the man I was talking about earlier. But in the second half, you can see a lot of space there for us behind his defense. It was Neymar there going through. Lovely little directional nutmeg beating Varane. Di Maria was completely free, so we cut it back to him, who shoots it in nicely there with his weak foot, making it 2-1. Then again, a lot of space behind his defense. I'm not too sure what he was doing with his defense, because whenever like I would go past his midfield, basically, you would see his defenders like going up quickly, maybe try to do the offside trap or something. But yeah, we eventually made it 3-1 here. This was actually one of my favorite goals I've scored in this game. Love the way we beat his final defender and his goalkeeper as well with a simple drag back. And then we took enough time as well to actually place the shot where we wanted to, instead of just pressing the shoot button randomly and obviously getting an AI block there from our opponent. So yeah, 3-1 up at that point. Then my opponent would end up getting, I think, another goal as well with Bruno Fernandes, after again several times we tried to tackle him off the ball, but it didn't work out that well. But then from kickoff, what you usually see in weekend league, especially when you're 3-2 up, people would pass around and then wait till the ref blows his whistle. But I actually decided to go full on the attack, trying to get one more goal, and it paid off really, really nicely. Beautiful finish there from Neymar, the man of this episode as well. Lovely Rabona finish to end this game off. And we actually secured a hat-trick as well with that final goal, which was awesome to see. So yeah, really nice way to end off this game. You can see from the stats as well that it was more than deserved win. And yeah, we scored some great goals in this episode as well. So a really nice way to end off this game and also this episode. I really hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. If you of course did, drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell as well for more videos. And yeah, like I said, make sure to leave a like on the video. It would be greatly appreciated, because later today you will see another episode. So yeah, if you guys could show your support on the video, as always, that would be greatly appreciated. But anyway, that's the end. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.